Okay, now I'm cooking with the gas. Yeah, I'm heating up. Pipe down while you speaking up. She give me throw before I beat it up. I'm doing blow while I'm being sucked. Bitch, I need a bag. Hyperventilate. It's at the bank, I ain't with the chase. She finessing for a dinner date. I'm about to wreck it on the interstate. All them bitches bad. I'm a goat. I made a laugh, that's a joke. Kinda like a rapper with a deal, acting like he got a meal, acting like he keep it real, but he broke. And that's another story. That's off the record though, let's not record it. I'm trying to tell him if it's talent, then I'm Michael Jordan. Maybe Tom Brady with the rings, maybe Robert Horry. Yeah, see there's a theme, but it's not important. I've been trying to get the whole team out to California.
What's up, guys? So tonight we got episode 4, Sam and Colby, our unbelievable night at USA's scariest prison. You already know the shit's gonna be insane. Let's get into it.
Warning.
Dude, you already know the shit's gonna be insane.
Viewer discretion is advised.
We are investigating one of the most violent prisons in history.
If there's anywhere on this planet that a haunting could take place in, hypothetically say it's possible, it would have to be this place.
It was believed that if you were to die in the prison, then your soul is trapped here.
Sadness, you have
It
anger, murder. A lot of these guys were evil in life, probably likely that they're evil in death.
I hate when they do that shit.
10% of inmates were Satan worshippers.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at this!
We want the public to know what's going on in here. This cruel mass punishment, we're getting tired of being mistreated in here. We want something done.
They want something done.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today we're going back to prison.
We got arrested again, guys.
Damn it.
Just kidding!
Hey guys,
That
we're
shit
here with
was crazy.
Pat, and we are investigating one of the most violent prisons in history.
The West Virginia Penitentiary. How do you say that word?
Penitentiary.
Penitentiary?
Jail,
Penitentiary.
prison, whatever you want to call it.
Penetration.
Okay, there might be some of that later tonight, but there will be some ghost hunting, and
sad.
hopefully we get trapped in a cell like good old times.
Before we get to the prison itself, we are in front of this cemetery called the White Gate Cemetery, where apparently inmates are buried.
They were just unclaimed by other family members. Again, this was one of the most brutal prisons with some of the craziest prisoners, like murderers, serial killers. Sometimes the family wouldn't want to take the body back. So we're gonna have the whole penitentiary until midnight tonight. And we actually have a tour guide that has investigated and given tours for many years. We're about to go meet Steve Hummel. It is freezing. So if you see us shivering, it's because we're cold, not because we're demonically possessed.
That's because they're fucking scared.
Dude, that looks like a goddamn castle.
Oh.
Whoa!
Jesus.
This is way bigger than I expected.
This is, I thought it was gonna be like Waverly size, but this is
Huge!
this is just massive.
It's just something I've never seen so massive.
Dang.
West Virginia State Penitentiary. All the way down the street.
Wow.
Luckily we have like 12 hours tonight. This is gonna take us forever.
It really is, dude.
Check this out. Just wanted to get a full view of this penitentiary. Right across the street is this giant mound. One of the reasons that they claim that this prison is so haunted is because of this mound. Now apparently these are Native
fuck is
American
that
burial
shit?
grounds from like way back when. When they were building this town and whatnot, they kind of excavated this area and disturbed the bodies. The energy is supposed to be haunting this building as well. 15 degrees colder inside than outside.
That doesn't even make sense.
How is that possible?
All that steel and cement, it's like it just sucks it in and radiates.
Oh
It's-
man, or is it because it's
freaking
haunted?
cold. Yeah, that too.
No!
Does this look familiar?
Oh God. So today we are at the West Virginia State Penitentiary, aka Moundsville Penitentiary. This started being built in 1866 and for the most
Moundsville.
part was a perfectly fine prison. There's a lot of people that were able to be rehabilitated through this, work jobs. However, over time it became more and more crowded and the funding became less and less, and that's where our story begins.
So over time, as the prison got more and more crowded, the inmates were basically treated like crap. We just walked by these cells and they're like 5 by 7 7 feet, and they would literally jam 3 inmates in one cell.
At the peak, they had 2,000 prisoners here, which is over double the max capacity.
The guards here were mistreating the inmates so bad. There's even rumors that they would actually be tortured here by things like waterboarding or getting whipped. There was a lot of bad, like violent things going on behind these doors.
If a prisoner wasn't doing his work correctly, they would sit there and beat him inches from death.
I want the public to know what's going on in here. This cruel mass punishment. We're getting tired of being mistreated in here. We want something done.
So this prison lasted 119 years as a working building. In that time, almost 1,000 people died. Almost 1 per month for 119 years.
Serial killers.
Dude, that's insane.
Child all of like the scummiest people on the earth were placed here, literally right next to each other, crammed all together.
They did actually carry out hangings and electrocutions on this property. What's scary is sometimes those hangings wouldn't go too well.
Most hangings actually would not go too well.
For the person getting hung, for sure.
Yeah. In 1938, there was a prisoner here named Orville Atkins who actually had a bad experience with his hanging because basically as they were trying to set it up, a nurse assistant accidentally pulled the trapdoor lever too early and he fell 20 feet and broke his legs. So they literally lifted him back up to be hung with broken legs.
Oh God.
Like they were just like, oh, my bad, sorry about your knees. Let's break your neck now.
Oh my God.
Imagine that's like that last 30 minutes of your life. It's
dude,
so
what
much
the
pain.
fuck?
Now, that wasn't the only one to go wrong. And mind you, at this time, all these hangings were public events. Now, they stopped that for this reason. So in 1931, in front of a public audience, a guy named Frank Heyer was sentenced to death, and they accidentally used the wrong size of rope for the hanging. So he fell with such velocity that the rope actually decapitated him in front of a live audience.
And so they were like, all right, we don't know if we can do this publicly anymore.
They're like, we make too many mistakes here. We don't want the public seeing this stuff. And so they stopped that entirely.
Would you have the balls to go watch a hanging?
I don't think I would want to.
I believe there was actually 85 hangings in this building and 9 electrocutions. Speaking of electrocutions, they have this chair called Old Sparky, which we'll show you guys in a minute. But there was a rumor that every single time somebody got electrocuted to death, that the city's lights would turn off and back on.
Oh my God, it was that powerful?
That's what they say, but
we don't know.
It's a rumor.
That begs the question that if there's only 94 that received the death penalty, what happened to the other 900 deaths? There was a lot of control from the actual prisoners. They were able to break out, become into fights, a lot of prisoner-to-prisoner homicide. Some people were under such harsh conditions that they just decided, I'm gonna commit suicide.
And then there was a giant vermin infestation too, so a lot of disease was spread around and people would just die of natural causes like old age or becoming really sick from being in that toxic environment.
So the sewage systems would cause, like, you know, backed up toilets to leak into each other's cells. No one was taking care of this place.
So the warden, which is aka the main guy of the prison, the guy that like oversees everything, everybody was saying that it was his fault. But what's interesting is that the government said it doesn't matter who the warden actually is, the building will still inevitably have these problems just because of how like decrepit it is and old it is.
So there was a point in the 1980s that they took the conditions here at this penitentiary to the Supreme Court, and it was ruled a place of cruel and unusual punishment. That bad. So right around the time that the Supreme Court ruled this as cruel and unusual, that like pushed everyone to the brink, and they started having a lot of prison riots. A lot of violent times where they held the guards like captive, they held hostages, killed each other, and there was even one group of prisoners that was able to escape the prison.
That's kind of badass. Is it?
Well, they were murderers.
Due to the harsh conditions and all the deaths in the prison and just like the traumatic events that would happen in these walls, this place is considered haunted. Of course, that's why we're here, guys.
Most prisons are considered haunted because of all the trauma that's in those walls, but this one was particularly violent.
So after the prison was shut down around 1995, people that toured the prison afterwards could actually hear footsteps and voices. And some people even reported getting the feeling of touch, like prisoners were touching them, which is absolutely terrifying, especially women, because obviously these prisoners weren't able to see girls their entire lives. Another interesting fact is that paranormal investigators that would come here would capture EVPs that would literally say, I'm trapped, or I can't escape, or free me, stuff like that, which would make sense since it's a prison.
It was believed that if you were to die in the prison, then your soul is trapped here. So these prisoners are here to stay, and they're not too happy. All right, so now that you know the story, we are going to take a tour and then get to investigate.
It's freezing. This is a shank.
So like one of those shanks would have been used to kill prisoner to prisoner homicides.
Oh yeah, and just
She said she would stab it and then twist it, like make a circle in your stomach. Oh god!
You're opening
A hole.
Old Sparky was the electrocution chair that they would
Literally right there. And he's got the cap that they would put over their head.
How does he have that? I don't know.
Oh god.
That's
one thing that
fucking
really
nuts.
stands out when you're looking at this,
I wouldn't
that
touch
help
that
at least verify
motherfucker,
that it
dude.
is an execution cap. All the bolts are copper.
Yeah.
So that is highly conductive. And also, when you turn it upside down, you can see the worn marks where the clamps used to be. The chair and the cap, we were told, was made in the house.
By a prisoner, right?
By an inmate, Paul Glenn.
That's crazy. Prisoner made another prisoner's execution chair. That's kind of intense.
Betrayed everybody, right?
Yeah. Well, he had to get kicked out of the prison because of it. Oh god, dude! If he dropped that, you go. All right, guys, here we go. We're entering the actual real prison.
It's also 15 degrees colder in here. Why? I have no idea.
We were like, hey, let's do an indoor video. Oh wait, it's 12 degrees in here. We are joined here by our two guys today. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Jason. I am a tour guide here.
My name's Steve. I'm a former tour guide here, owner of Archive of the Afterlife.
And so have you guys investigated paranormal stuff here often?
Probably, maybe thousands of times.
What? Okay, I didn't know it was that much.
Shit, that'd be fun though.
This place is haunted.
God, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, there's no doubt. If there's anywhere on this planet that a haunting could take place in, like hypothetically say it's possible, it would have to be this place. It's a perfect recipe. That's great.
Oh my god. I was like, that's almost too perfect right after you said that. Have you ever been scared so bad that you're like, I can't be in here?
A few times.
Actually.
There's been a few times I've had to change my pants.
This place will push you. I mean, you think of
Bruh,
anything
dude.
that would be the right recipe for a haunted location, this place is it. You have sadness, you have anger, murder, every facet of this area, and then not to mention it's built over Native American burial ground. We lie very near
That's
the
so
ley line.
fucked.
We have underground streams feeding into the Ohio rivers. There's constant energy.
It's all here.
This kind of gives you an idea of what a typical cell would have somewhat resembled around the 1980s. The television is original to the prison as well.
What? Dude, wait.
Titties, dude.
And there was like 3 inmates that would be crammed in here, right?
Until the south end was fully completed, there could have been 3. Certainly in the earlier years. Prior to the 50s, there were 3 per cell, but this wasn't finished until about 56 or so.
This doesn't seem that bad. Like,
What do you mean? That's freaking nothing.
Terrible,
dude,
man.
in comparison to the cell that I've heard about before is like, dude, we didn't have TV. I mean, TVs like did not exist like nowadays. I feel like.
What are you saying? 5x7. If 2 people were in here, imagine how much that would stink.
That would stink. Yeah, you're right.
Fuck
I
that.
showed you at the museum, the Shadow Man picture.
Yes.
Wait, the famous Shadow Man picture is here? One of the most famous pictures from this penitentiary was taken in 2004. A clear as day photo of the Shadow Man lurking through these halls.
That was this hallway.
Yo!
Shadow Man hallway. Matter of fact, you may recognize that door from the photograph.
Oh, yeah.
Right about where he's at, though.
Just standing right here, and down that was just some man standing. That was one of the clearest pictures
Insane
I've ever seen.
I've ever seen.
There's been countless people say, well, it was her shadow. I don't know if you were there that one time, but we were trying to actually debunk it.
I was gonna say, like, even if I did this in front of your shadow, there's no way that your shadow would be down there.
And not to mention, multiple shadows about the same height have been seen in multiple areas throughout the entire facility. It's not just one place.
It's a common thing.
Tons of shadow men. Perfect.
Love it.
Tons of them.
It's warmer outside.
I can't believe it's warmer outside than it is in the prison. No!
An interesting thing to note as well is that the claims of the paranormal activity here hasn't been a modern day thing. I mean, even when the prison was open, there were officers that would work in the towers. And on the graveyard shift, they would call into control and say there's a shadow moving around on the yard. And they would send a yard officer out to check it out. Of course, the yard officer sees nobody. There were tower officers that I've been told that actually had to be relieved from their shift because it freaked them out so bad they had to go home.
No way. So it was haunted even when prisoners were inside.
Absolutely.
Wow.
What do you think started the hauntings?
I mean, just the torment here, you know, just the death. I mean, this place was just hell on earth. This was ranked as the 3rd most violent prison in the U.S.
The 3rd?
Whoa! the
actual nickname.
People were
Blood
tearing
Alley.
shit up in
Blood
there, huh?
Alley?
Given to it by the Department of Corrections.
They called this place Blood Alley. Top 3 most violent. Wow, that's really intense.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the guards would even go as far as like torturing the inmates here too, with like waterboarding and like whipping and stuff. And
Absolutely.
1885 to 1887. That's when Warden Peck was here. That's back when they were still building the prison. When they were doing the waterboarding, kicking Jenny, the shoe fly, and all that, some of the inmates were actually dying from this.
Wait, what's kicking Jenny and shoe fly?
The shoe fly basically was waterboarding. Kicking Jenny was a device where they would take the inmate, remove his shirt, lay him over the, looked like an incline bench in a free weight room, except it was more of an arc, and then he would shackle his feet, shackle his arms down to the point where the arms were almost dislocated at the shoulders. Then the warden himself, Warden Peck, would take a whip, soak it in water, roll it in sand, whip that individual until he was tired. There was reports of the inmates who survived would carry those wounds for up to a year after. So many of them died from blood loss and whatnot. This blew us away when we found this out. All the inmates who died from this were reportedly buried in the prison walls.
in the
Those
walls?
are the ones that are not documented.
Oh my
So
god.
that center wall, remember that little we walked into the Shadow Man hallway?
Yeah.
That's the original south wall, and all the way up here is the old half of the facility. According to documentation in the Cincinnati Enquirer, November 30th, 1886, there are inmates still buried in and under and beside the
Because they had
walls.
to like hide the.
Yeah, they're not gonna report it, you know. So
Yo, this is
998,
That's
fucked up.
fucking
big underline
insane.
of documented deaths.
This might be a stupid question, but like, how did the warden get away with that?
Well, they used to be allowed to punish them. When it became outlawed, he would say, well, we can't remove this kicking Jenny, the device, because it's bolted into the floor. So it was like, okay, they took him at his word.
This is actually where the death house used to stand back when they were executing the inmates. 1967, they tore it out because 1965, they abolished the death penalty here in West Virginia, so no longer had a purpose for it.
Dang, so people used to just die right here.
Exactly.
That's creepy.
Oh yeah, see that? That's where the building would be. Jeez, dude, I had no idea. There was a lot of sketchy shit going on.
Dude, yeah, it's not just like prisoner on prisoner stuff. It's like a lot of guards just demented shit.
And the fact that they had to hide the bodies in the walls was just like their way to cover
That's
their ass.
creepy shit,
They
dude.
didn't tell me
The
that.
warden himself, like the owner of the prison,
main
is
guy.
killing people inside these walls.
No wonder all the
Putting them
inmates
in the
hated
walls.
And then putting them in the walls to get away with it.
We're talking about cops, which are people that are supposed to protect our society.
Dude, the fact that
Doing that.
the owner was worse than the prisoners. He probably killed more people than the prisoners themselves.
That's like a bigger crime than probably half the inmates committed.
Prison is to keep bad people off the streets, but it's also supposed to be like some kind of rehabilitation. You're supposed to help these people and like make them choose a better life.
Yeah.
And instead, they're in here getting tortured and killed. And
This
no one
place
knows
is for sure fucked up.
And you know what's really sad about that? The public
Facts.
didn't know. This was all secret.
Until now. Just kidding. Let's talk about the North Hall. Out of all the violent prisoners that were here, the worst of the worst were kept in this one area. Now, one of the most famous prisoners here is Red Snyder. He was arrested because his little sister was dating a boy, and he was like, I'm gonna go get that neighbor boy. He grabbed like a shotgun as if he was gonna go kill him. His dad tried to stop him, and he shot his own father square in the face. Then when he got to his sister's boyfriend's house, the dad was obviously like, yo, you can't come in here with a shotgun, and he blew his head off too. Like, this dude did not have any remorse, just blew 2 people's heads off and then ran away from the cops. He came in here and was extremely feared. Everyone was like, oh
People are
God,
insane.
this dude, do not mess with him. In fact, you know how we were saying that there was prison riots? Sometimes if the prisoners were snitching, they would get killed by other prisoners. Red Snyder is the guy that was ordering people to get killed if they said anything to the guards. So he was ruthless.
If you guys have seen any like prison movies out there, like he was the bully prison guy.
Because of that prison riot, he was moved into the North Hall.
So after all that happened, he was living in the North Hall for years and years and years and was actually known to be part of this thing called the Aryan Brotherhood. One day, his best friend came into his cell and got a little shank that he made out of metal scraps and stabbed him between 15 and 37 times.
Imagine your best friend you think you can trust in the prison is the guy who kills you.
Ouch.
Whoa.
But what's funny is even if this guy was seen as a very scary, like intimidating dude, he was actually super into soap operas. And he always watched a specific one called A Day in Our Lives, so maybe we can use that as like a trigger thing. Red Snyder is known to actually be one of the most active ghosts, maybe the most active ghost in this entire prison. And there was actually a paranormal investigator named Maggie who reported that she walked by his cell and heard in his raspy old voice, "Morning, Mag," as he was like
Really?
walking by. Yeah. Isn't that scary?
This whole thing just cracked when you said that.
This was for the most violent inmates in the whole state.
This is the North Hall, most violent area? Okay.
These guys were in their cells about 22 and a half hours a day.
So is it kind of like isolation almost?
Pretty much, exactly. Yeah, pretty much.
This was the worst of the worst, huh?
Right here, yeah.
This cell right here is pretty notorious. This was home to Red Snyder.
This is Red Snyder's cell? Oh my god.
Let's go.
And there, dude, there's the, how do you pronounce this? This is the Aryan?
Aryan Brotherhood.
Aryan Brotherhood. Wow.
Aryan.
Yo, cigarettes. Trigger objects.
He was the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood here, right?
Yes, he was.
He's the last one. Like, this is the last cell.
37 times he was stabbed in that cell by a guy that he had thought was his good friend, a guy named Rusty Lassiter. I was told that the last time Rusty stabbed Red was right here. He actually passed away below his bunk, and I also had met a nurse who worked at the ER when they received him there. She told me that they tried to do an open heart massage on him. At that point, he had lost so much blood. Very, very gruesome murder.
And was there any, like, motive for his best friend to kill him?
Yes, it's kind of a long story, but basically it was inner politics within the gang. Rusty was the punk or the boy to another high-ranking gang member of the Aryan Brotherhood, the AB, a guy named Elijah Blue Sarton. Being Elijah's boy, he had to do anything he wanted to in here. And Elijah and Red had some issues, we understand. Elijah felt he could do a better job, I guess, running the gang. He gave his boy Rusty the order to take his friend Red out because Red and Rusty were the only two guys in this particular area that were allowed to go on the yard together for about 6 years. So it was perfect. He knew that he had access to him every day, and if Rusty didn't do what he had to do and take care of Red, then
he would have died probably. Shoot.
So messed up, like having to choose between your life or your best friend's life.
But
that's just how it is in prison.
I don't like standing right here.
dude, he died right underneath this bunk, man.
Me, I'm just chilling here, hanging out, and you from the other gang just comes in and just shakes me 37 times.
37, that's a lot of time.
37 shanks to the face. All love. It's all love.
Wow.
in January of 2012, I came up here one night and I seen a solid black shadow step out of cell 17 sideways. It actually blocked the light up for my flashlight from going any further. And I stood at the other end of the cell block, probably 5 or 6 seconds staring this thing down because I was racking my brain. I thought, what the hell am I going to do? I don't want to I don't want to turn my back on it. I didn't want to keep walking towards it.
Fuck you, dude. I'd be out of there.
And the entire time I walked out backwards around the corner at the other end, that thing was still standing there at cell 17 watching me.
Wow.
So it could have been red. Interesting that it was at least up in this area.
So much stuff happens up here in North Hall. Sometimes it's really hard to try to isolate who you think you're communicating with.
And Red Snyder was like very feared, right? Like nobody messed with him because he kind of called the shots in the prison.
There was an officer I talked to, Officer Eddie Littell, and he said those are the type of people, whether you liked them or you hated them, you respected them. Because as soon as you didn't respect them, you're pretty much a dead man.
Jeez. Oh my God.
And you gotta think, these
horrifying.
guys in here have nothing but time. And it's not like you're going anywhere.
17?
Number time, dude. They're sitting in there waiting to fucking kill a motherfucker.
Tattooed on my arm.
It's came
no
up in the
reason.
Bel Air house and then now here, like back-to-back nights. The 17 is like the prominent number.
Check out the graffiti in there too for some
Graffiti?
Oh, it's got the pentagram. This is the one. Yo!
I forgot about this.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Wait, what?
Literally like a devil.
Yo, sick art though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just cool.
So the devil resides in this cell. And we're gonna find him.
Damn, you gotta wash your hands over your shitter.
Yeah, what if you're still smelling it? You're like, oh God.
That's a perfect
Dude, that is.
You can wash your hands while you're
Perfect.
continuing your shit.
Bizarre thing about that, the guy that lived in there, his name was Kenny. He tried to sue West Virginia for almost 2 years, trying to be allowed permission once a month to have a black hooded robe, a dark room, a chalice, and a sword and a chicken to sacrifice to Satan.
What?
A lawsuit for that
He was
shit.
one of the big time Satan worshippers here, yeah.
Big time. You mean there's multiple Satan worshippers here?
A former correctional officer, he estimated around 10% of the guys here were worshipers. And the weird thing about that was they were true worshipers.
Wow.
10% of inmates were Satan worshippers.
I wonder if that had anything to do with making this place as haunted as it is. They were like probably opening portals in their cells.
Yeah. No wonder you saw a shadow man right there. What?
Dude, this place is scary.
Amazing. This just keeps getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah.
No shit.
Prison shank.
feeling like a badass. You know what's weird? What if that, because you're using it as like a trigger object, what if like a spirit of an inmate or something sees you holding that and like...
Do you think they would be feared?
No, they would probably be scared of you.
Starts pushing him around and
Well, if
shit.
that one doesn't work, this one's from North Hall.
Oh God! Wait,
And y'all can hold on to
what?
that for the night if you would like to use it. Oh my God. That was made in...
that one. All right. All right.
That's like a ruler, dude.
We'll see who makes it out
For
alive.
real.
All right.
Comment down below who you think. Ooh, fuck. Comment down below who you think would win.
Yeah, the guy that's related to an ex-murderer, or me, band nerd from Kansas. Make your choice wisely.
That right there was these guys' shower.
Right here?
4 men showered at a time.
Hell yeah.
Naked?
That's just how I like it. Huh? What? There wasn't women in this prison, right?
There was. Until 1947, this was co-ed. At most, they had about 100 ladies here. They done their best to keep them separate from the men best they could. Quick little fun tidbit about that is one of the female inmates here was, in my opinion, probably the most infamous inmate ever here. Her name was Kathleen Maddox, and you may not recognize her name, but I can guarantee you you'll recognize her son's name, Charles Manson.
What? That's why he
Fucking
wanted
Charles
to be
Manson.
moved to this prison, right?
Exactly. Charles Manson was here
That dude is
in this
fucking
prison
nutty,
lot
dude.
as a kid
Holy
from age
shit.
7 to 9 or so, visiting his mother. Actually, it was his mother and his uncle Luther. They were both here for some time for armed robbery.
Didn't he write to this prison to ask if he could be transferred here?
He did.
And they kind of just said until hell freezes over, right? Like they said basically fuck off.
Just keep making spiders out of your hair, you freak.
I want to be here.
Oh, I didn't know his mom was in prison too. That kind of makes sense.
Dude, look at this decay.
Looks like an abandoned building.
This is one of only 2 in the world. We call this the wheel. This is from 1894, and it's basically an old-fashioned revolving door.
Oh, like there's only the one exit, you have to turn them around.
Exactly.
Does it still twist right now?
It still does. Matter of fact, if you don't tell many people.
We're not gonna tell anybody.
Oh God.
Not tiny stitches, you get thrown in a fucking
I very rarely do this, but I think y'all will get a kick out of this.
Hopefully this doesn't get stuck real quick.
Oh, don't say that. Hold on, this is gonna be a ride.
Not that they get stuck, dude. That would fucking suck.
You're going to prison.
Oh wait, is this the door to prison? That's not good.
Yes.
That's right.
This ride got less fun.
Yes, it was.
That's so cool.
Many, many thousand guys came through here, probably after the last glimpse of freedom that they had in their life.
That's the
Through
front
here.
Just
door
think,
right
when you
there.
guys walk through here, just kind of put yourself in a state of mind thinking, just one particular time, like you're not going back out.
Yeah, on a serious note, can you really put yourself, like imagine you did a horrible crime and like walk right here knowing you'll never, ever, ever
Some
leave.
people, when they came in here, all they got was something like this. That's it. They never left.
Last step of freedom.
You spin my head right round, right round. Thanks for letting us do that. That was super sick.
Hey, that's right. It's the only prison you can have that much fun in.
Yeah, that was like a little roller coaster. That's like the roller coaster at Worlds of Fun where it goes so fast that you
Stick
get
into
stuck
the
in the
walls
wall.
and shit. Fuck
We
yeah.
just went on a freaking ride at one of the most violent prisons in the world.
So now I'll get y'all acquainted with
This shit would be
darkest
tight.
area of the prison, the hall.
Oh God, it's outside?
It is basically a literal dungeon. Definitely watch these and watch your head here.
Solitary confinement.
Bro.
Weird.
This area, inmates would have been shackled to the walls by their wrists, sometimes left in almost like a half-standing position for, I've heard, over a month at a time at times.
A month?
As long as over a month. And like Steve mentioned earlier with the kicking Jenny and the shoe fly, we've always been told and we understand a lot of those punishments would take place in a basement area. We speculate that would have been in this general area here.
That would make sense so nobody could hear him.
So in modern times, this was repurposed into a boiler room and like a maintenance area. They had a trusty inmate that lived down here. His name was R.D. Wall, Robert Daniel Wall.
Oh, I remember reading about him. Yeah. Now let's talk about inmate 44670 R.D. Wall. Now this guy was actually a pretty nice guy in prison, you know? He was obviously a bad guy because he was in prison, don't get me wrong. But like he made friends with the guards because the guards would actually allow you to work in the prison. And so he was a janitor or a maintenance man and was in cahoots with the guards because he was just doing a good job all the time.
This was actually his room. Now, the problem with RD was, it wasn't just that he would cut the grass, take care of the boilers, stuff like that, but amongst the inmate population here, they considered him the warden's favorite snitch. Of course, you know.
He was like the goody two-shoes in class type thing.
Exactly.
Got it.
Getting ditches in the prison.
And that's essentially what happened. 2 inmates, a guy that used to be very good friends with RD, Charlie Plants, and his new friend Billy Cremines. They came down here around midnight, slipped in on RD somehow. My guess, they probably had a key because they had been friends for a while. Anyway, they go into RD's room. At the time, he was in the far back corner using the restroom. They started attacking him. When he was found, he had the tips of his fingers cut off. Supposedly, he got up to try to escape from Billy and Charlie. They got him back down in the middle of the floor. He was brutally murdered in here. Around 6 in the morning, he missed the morning count. The COs came down here looking for RD. They found him right in the middle of the floor in there, and his head was hanging on by about that much.
Oh my God.
What's up with
Damn.
friends killing friends here? Not only killing, but decapitating.
The friendship was good so far.
Well, sorry, Colby.
Wait, why me? What?
Shit was intense.
Oh, yeah, I don't have
Holy
a camera
fuck.
then.
Now, he is actually one of the earliest ghosts recorded here. He is seen on his trip down to the basement into this bathroom. A lot of people report seeing a headless janitor man in like overall working clothes. Hopefully, maybe we can get in contact with him because he seems like he was killed out of the blue for nothing, really.
This is a hot spot down here. You'll get physical contact. I wish I had a nickel for every time I've seen men or women get touched down here. The only difference is usually women tend to get touched around their face, neck, hair. But guys, you'll have like pressure or sensation on your arm or your side.
Oh my God.
Very common down here.
The only thing I'm confused about is if RD Wall was like buddy-buddy with the guards and stuff, why was he kept down in the worst place ever?
Well, that's a good point. You know, in those days, they had a little bit of electricity and lights in here. It was cleaned up, I think, a little bit better than it was when it was solitary. Because supposedly when it was solitary, you couldn't take a step anywhere in here. You'd be crunching on roaches, insects, vermin like that. He had, it looks like an old fireplace in the room. He had nice circular tile. And my personal opinion, who knows if RD was really a snitch or not, just the fact that he was considered a snitch was bad enough. You know, when the inmates seen the room he was living in, they thought, surely, I mean, it's better than a 5x7, so he had to have been doing favors for somebody.
Let's check it out. This entire thing was this room?
Yes.
Oh, no wonder.
Dude, this is
Okay.
a mansion compared to those.
He's got that big ass room and shit.
They might have even just killed him out of just pure jealousy.
He was taking a shake right over here?
Yes, he was. Yes, sir, he was. He was actually back in here, where that chair is, ironically. That's where the attack initially started. And when he was found, he was back just behind where Seth is there.
That's scary that he tried to like run away but couldn't.
Goodbye. Whoa,
Oh
you
my
are right.
God.
You can't see shit, dude.
Yo.
Whoa.
That's crazy, man.
Here when it's dark.
This is what like you would see in solitary. I mean, pretty
Damn.
much, especially at nighttime.
I was just trying to
There's no windows, they're all filled in.
But when it was solitary, they would be standing up, like shackled for days on end, and it was this black, and you couldn't even step because there was just roaches around you.
That's horrible.
I would rather just die, you know,
Yeah.
at that point.
Really?
what's the
Fuck
point?
that
Rats
shit.
probably crawling up you and stuff too.
Oh, sure. Well, imagine, I mean, because they're shackled by their wrists, so you think about all the roaches crawling up
Oh my god.
and getting on your face, and all you can do is this,
Yeah.
or just shake your head.
Oh my
A
God.
lot of guys went crazy down here. Some guys went blind down here.
Think of how bad it's going to hurt whenever they do take you off the wall. And your
Why?
muscles finally stretch down this way after being held up for that long.
Oh, that'd be so painful. What's crazy to me is that if you're friends with the guards, then the inmates will kill you. But if you're friends with the inmates, then the guards probably hate you. And like if you're part of a gang with the
Yeah.
inmates, then other gangs will probably kill you, or the guards will torture and kill you.
So you have no chance in this prison.
Yeah, that's it. So apparently this is the most active place of the entire prison. It's the medical place, the infirmary.
So obviously, as you can imagine,
Oh,
being
yeah,
a
the
hospital, you
infirmary
got
is
a lot of
probably
deaths in
fucked.
life up here. This was the emergency room.
Let's say Red got stabbed 37 times, he'd come here.
Good chance. Yeah, if that happened to an inmate. The spirits up here seem to be a little more like confrontational in your face. You'll get a lot of knocking, banging, door slamming, disembodied voices. It's freaking crazy.
Really?
This is the X-ray department.
Whoa! Look. Oh my god, guys.
It's like an old machine too.
Oh, dude, they got the whole control panel right here still. Like all the buttons and everything.
No way. Yo. You're just looking through here. This is intense. Oh god!
Dude, that'd be fucking
Psych
freaky, dude.
ward.
Seth just chilling.
Cross over one door. They kept the psychos next to the sick people.
They did.
That's so weird to me. I don't know how they would just be okay with doing that. What if one of them got loose and just like started killing everybody?
The two most violent areas in the penitentiary was North Hall and the psych unit. In terms of attacks on officers, it was very common up here. A lot of nasty stories that happen up here. And not just the things to the officers, but things that inmates would do to themselves. They had an inmate, I'll tell you briefly, a guy named John Devon. He, I believe, was a murderer. He was here one day. He was in North Hall, and he cut his throat in his cell. He tried to scream. Couldn't really scream because he had severed his vocal cord. They sent him down to the former state hospital. After a little bit of evaluation at Weston, they transfer him back to the pen. He's brought immediately back to the psych unit up here. He asked a nurse when he returned for 2 pencils. I think he used the ruse that he was wanting to draw something. As soon as he got the 2 pencils in his hand, both of them went into his eyes.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Damn, dude, what a psychopath.
Scratched into the glass.
That's horrifying. Did he die from that?
Believe it or not, he survived. From what I was told was when it went in, he jerked or done some kind of movement. But when he done that, it actually removed one of his eyeballs and actually rested right around here.
Oh, God. Oh, dude.
In an event of bad weather, these guys would come off the yard and they would go into their indoor recreation room, which is down here, and it's the Sugar Shack.
The Sugar Shack.
Sugar Shack.
Sounds like such a nice, happy place.
Sounds pretty sweet.
So the Sugar Shack. Yeah, it has a great old jolly name, but the things that happen within those walls, horrifying to say the least. Basically what happened is if the weather was too bad for people to go outside, they would cram all the prisoners in this one area. This was known to have a bunch of gambling, fighting, murder, and even between prisoners.
So obviously this was just a tiny room where a lot of trauma was caused, and that's why paranormal investigators say this is one of the hot spots of the prison. People report feeling cold touches in there, whispers, and then hearing voices, so I think that'll be a really good place for us to investigate. And Kiki actually came in there and drew a big painting of the Shadow Man just to make it creepier.
Oh God.
Do you want some peanut butter?
Haunted peanut butter.
Haunted Sugar Shack peanut butter? And it's creamy.
Just how you like it, dude. No chunky, just get that
Anybody
cream.
out there like chunky? Dislike the video.
Whoa, it's warmer in here.
I actually really dig paintings and murals in here. It's like,
Yeah, this is kind of awesome.
They had different color light bulbs in here, pool tables, ping pong tables, couches, arcade games, bowling machines.
it sounds dope. They had it great.
If you went over there, you're screwed, but like around here, like eating good meals and rec rooms, that's not that bad.
Steak dinners and pool in prison.
As long as you don't get stabbed to death, you got arcade games.
Dude, it sounds like my
God.
fucking type of area,
You two
bro.
both carrying around shanks right now.
This area, they would have 50 to 100 guys
Fucking
in there at a
arcade
time.
and
It was
shit?
a very dangerous area for the correctional officers to be in, so a lot of times they would just neglect to come in here and supervise the inmates.
Why was it dangerous?
Well, for one, with the columns in here and all the blind spots, and plus, if they were in here, they would have likely been by themselves. They would have been unarmed. So you can imagine the types of things that would go on in an area like this when they know that likely they could get away with anything they wanted to, hence the name the Sugar Shack.
What do you mean
It's really-
sugar?
A lot of consensual and non-consensual sex happening.
Sugar Shack.
Yeah.
That took a dark turn.
Yeah, I just had something get right by my ear, so I don't know what that was. That
It was just over here that last one we were interviewing.
yeah, it felt like I heard like swear to God, just like someone done that.
This is also known as one of the more haunted spots, right?
Yes, a lot of shadow activity. This is also part of our haunted house attraction, in which many actors over the years have reported seeing shadows move through the fog. They think it's a living person, and they get in position to scare them. And then when they realize it's not a real person, it of course freaks them out. Physical contact is also pretty frequent in here, kind of similar
Scary.
to the whole. I can vouch personally that yeah, there's something in here that likes touching you.
Touch and shadows. Whoa, you good? You too? Yo, what? Dude, no, that wouldn't have been my light. Look, it wouldn't have been my light.
No, dude.
Yeah, because you had it over here.
Cause it, but even if it was, like,
I just saw it like walking towards me, bro.
One of the first places I seen a shadow was actually in this room. When I saw it was almost the same size of a polycapture standing over in that corner.
Oh, hell no.
and we back.
We always say that as long as you can find one of these big hallways, you're close enough for you're in scream.
Oh my God! What do you think would be the best way for us to get activity tonight, other than just like the normal ghost equipment?
Definitely the shanks. If anything, that would definitely stir something up. Realizing how the inmates would talk to each other. I mean, not saying to be disrespectful to them like they treated each other sometimes, but just keeping in mind that a lot of these guys were evil in life, and it's probably likely that they're evil in death. So it's hard to say.
Whoa.
And it may
Evil
not
as
be
fuck,
violent.
boy.
You know, you might run into an inmate or even an officer that just hasn't talked to someone for a while.
Oh yeah, speaking of not talking to someone in a while, you said no one's investigated here in months, right?
Right. Yeah, you guys are actually the first people in here to investigate. Probably the first people in here to even stay the night since late November.
So they're ready,
They're ready.
to talk to people. Well, thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.
And if you want to check them out, Paranormal Quest, correct, on Facebook?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right, check them out.
check them out.
Gotta go like they don't like to see you win, and they wanna see you in a vendetta.
What? We are alone. Western.
Shanks. I got a paper towel.
I don't know who I'm more scared of, actually. First stop, the Sugar Shack.
Sugar Shack, Sugar Shack, Sugar Shack, yeah! Dude, I am genuinely stoked about this story.
Overly excited about that one.
Yes.
On that note.
That thing.
Oh, God.
Turn around so we don't have to look at it.
I know, that guy's gonna be staring at us the whole time.
Why would they keep scary things in scary places like this?
Dude. Oh my God, dude.
Look, it's Sam Colby.
What the fuck do they have this?
What were you freaking eating before?
Let's get out some equipment, see what we can get in contact with. Again, this is just starting the night. Rumor has it that this painting is actually haunted.
Kinda looks like you too.
Oh shit, dude.
Alright, so we got the REM pod. As you guys know, if you've seen our channel before, makes noise if you come close to it. Cat ball, same thing, it's a motion touch. It'll light up as soon as something touches that. We have a special surprise that we'll get to in a bit, but we're just gonna start off slow. And I think it'd be really cool to do what Steve and Jason were talking about and really just put ourselves in the moment and like just see if anything naturally happens to us if we just put ourselves
Some
in
of
the
those
Sugar
paintings are
Shack
pretty
50
tight,
years
right?
from now.
Alright, so, like you said, maybe just give like. What is that on?
What is over here, dude? This
Is the audio fucking up too?
It's like it's walking back and forth. Oh, I just got chills.
Yo, really? Look, I know, this is not already happening.
Dude, look, it's going up to yellow.
What is spiking right here? Wait, put it up to the painting.
Oh my God! Whoa! What the fuck?
No way. And then look.
Wait, what? What is giving off
Nope.
that amount of energy? This just stopped.
I'm done.
What?
Wait, whoa.
That just went to yellow. I just
Yeah.
That was spiking again.
It's look. Okay, so it's completely nothing.
Yeah, completely green.
What was that?
That was a footstep behind
Down here behind me.
It's yellow. You hear that?
There's actual footsteps.
Hey, if there's some.
Dude, oh my God, what is happening?
That was off for 5 minutes.
There's something down here with us right now.
Is that you saying that you want to talk to us?
No, nothing on the painting.
Okay, that's
fucking weird. I want to see if they can see that. Can you guys see that? Yes, that's super weird.
It was yellow in that exact spot, and now it's not.
I can't explain that.
No,
I thought that might have just been like some electrical, like weird wiring.
Yeah, me too.
It was only haunted.
What actually is happening?
If there's someone with us, can you step away from this REM pod real quick?
This shit's creepy as fuck.
Can you just come over next to us?
If there's somebody here with us, can you make... Dude, it stopped.
I got kind of a weird, like, I'm being watched feeling.
The camera will hear the footsteps that we got right behind me.
Footsteps, this thing going off on the painting and then not. Check it again.
Went up a little bit.
We'd love to actually talk to you, get to know you. If you like that we're here, and you want to continue talking with us, can you make this light go back off?
You don't even have to touch it. If you just want to go up close to it, it will make that noise again. It will just let us know that you're here with us.
Did somebody just come into the Sugar Shack?
You can come over here and talk to us. This is all stone. It's not gonna randomly creak like other places. All concrete, all stone. So if anything's cracking. Oh my God!
You guys seen that when it turned
I don't know
on
if I
too?
got that like turning on, but that's on obviously. Thank you so much. Dude, they're using all of our equipment, everything. We could try seeing if it spells out its name. We brought a different device. We're getting so much activity, this is perfect.
Dude, and this thing just has been chilling the entire time. It was going up to yellow.
It's like, what, how do you explain that? How do you explain the REM pod? It's not going off at all. Well, we're getting so much activity. Yo! Oh, and the flashlight! Yo, come on. It is pointing right over there. I say we set this thing up right now.
Dude, that thing is...
Yo, oh my god, look at this. Holy shit. Yo, it's time. Everything just turned off too. And that turned, oh my god. Guys, this is incredible. Thank you so much. Let's start this up right now.
That was intense as fuck.
I don't think I've
Holy
ever
shit.
seen this before.
No one's done this.
Really? I'm interested to see. We're using an actual prisoner shiv to open up this thing of paranormal investigation.
Who knows if it's actually gonna work?
The flashlight's on. Oh my god.
I just put it down.
Will you please continue talking with us on this new device? If you can come over here, can you turn that flashlight off? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, it's like flickering. Like it's about to.
Yeah, all you need to do is tap it.
Oh,
Turn a little more.
you got it.
There it is. Oh my god.
Wow. Thank you so much. Come talk to us using this device. We had this custom made for this particular video, but this is called an automatic writing Ouija board.
Now we said we would never play the Ouija board again, but technically we're not playing on a board. So we think it's okay.
So this was made by a witch, and what we're doing is we're gonna play
Made
it
by a
as if we
witch.
were doing the Ouija board. Now, however, we put in a writing utensil right here, close our eyes, and let the board do what it's doing. Hopefully, whatever that is symbolizes something, spells something out, or gives us some sort of hint as to who we're talking to.
I'm gonna be completely honest, it could just look like a blob or scribble. We've never tried this before.
This is just an experiment that we wanted to try with you guys, and obviously, best case to try it right now.
Yeah.
Everyone, 2 fingers. Hopefully this is not actual Ouija board energy. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, a lot of people misconstrue Ouija boards. It is not a random piece of wood that is floating without our control. It is us using our intuition, whatever comes to us, like an empath, that we move it, and hopefully that spells out something. It's 50-50.
Do you feel weird holding this thing?
I had a slight headache.
My hands feel weird.
If there's anybody out there that wants to talk to us, you can use this Ouija board to give us any sort of hint or sign of who you are.
Didn't you just say it's not a Ouija board? I'm confused, man.
If that's you, please come forward.
Dude.
You can write whatever you want.
I feel like it's like ripping the paper.
Dude, it's like it's being pushed in.
What does that say?
I think it's just a line right now.
It looks like just, a curved line. I'm just following my intuition.
Yeah.
And where it feels like it's going.
What the fuck was that? That was so loud. Something's right behind the camera. I can't believe how much we're hearing right now. This is insane. Is there something you want to tell us or show us?
Camera moved?
Is that you?
No,
I'm off the table.
I'm off the table as well. The table's literally shaking.
Wait, so let's pause. Let me see this.
Is that a 3?
That's a fucking
A
3.
3 or a B?
That's a 3.
I take that as a 3.
1, 2, 3. It was already trying to do a 3 earlier, and then we didn't get it. I don't know if that comes off on camera, but like it's literally like a circle, like boom, boom, boom. How would we have known that?
That's like the Trinity too.
Oh my god, I didn't realize
I
that.
was just thinking 3 of us.
I know you guys
That's
are
what I
not
was
going to
thinking.
believe that at all. Swear on life, we didn't talk about this at all beforehand.
No,
You didn't
I-
even know what this was
No,
5 minutes ago.
They just brought 2 pieces of rolled paper, and I was like, okay.
And why would we say 3? It has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not even like trying to hype it up for camera. This makes me feel weird.
You should ask the question. Maybe we'll respond to you best.
Are you talking about the 3 of us? What does the 3 mean?
You make any of these things go off? What if we tried doing...
Alright, this is gonna be our last try, guys.
Don't know if it's real. Might not be. But just the coincidence of getting something right off the bat is really cool. We invite you to talk to us through here. You can draw, give us any sort of hint. Is that going off for
Yeah.
REM pod?
Rep, yeah.
Please tell us what the 3 means.
Dude, I'm just moving with you guys.
I
I have no
like-
idea what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel whatever this is, man.
Those lines connected.
They did.
How
Those
did
lines
that?
like perfectly connected.
Whoever this is like actually trying to draw a picture right now. Oh, I hope this doesn't fall off.
I have no idea what that could be.
Is that it? Oh my god, that's fucking perfect!
Is that a shoe? Is that a shoe?
Oh, it could be.
It's almost like a crib or something.
Looks like a
that.
fucking toe,
Maybe
dude.
that's a stretch. Guys, you let us know what you think in the comments down below.
My thing is, how did it connect perfectly like that? I know like one of us was maybe looking, but it stopped right there. We couldn't see where it stops, guys. I don't know what this actually means. I think the only like solid thing we got was
Could be a
3.
shoe.
All I know is something is definitely here.
Maybe
Whether
it'll
or
make
not-
more sense in the future.
All right, well, thank you for talking with us. We're gonna continue on. Feel free to come with us, talk to us in other parts of the prison.
You cannot follow us home, but if you want to come along tonight, feel free.
Next stop, what Jason says is one of the most haunted spots in the entire prison, the infirmary. Let's go.
Rise Halls, North Hall. This was the Shadow Man hallway.
Oh my, yes.
Can we get the thermal out?
Yes.
Hold the power
What if they
on.
see him? That'd be dope.
Whoa. There's footsteps down there. That takes a second.
Something just. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? You know what? That's the door going.
No way.
Let's get closer. Again, guys, these are all closed windows. It's not windy. This is not wind.
What is it?
What the fuck is it? I think that's the door swinging open and closed. Is there anything on that thermal? What the fuck? That's this door, I think.
It's the scariest fucking thing I've ever heard.
What the fuck is happening? Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. That seemed like it was farther away.
It's that door right there.
Fucking swinging open and closed.
No, I'm just right there, right? What the fuck is happening? This whole thing is shaking. Dude, it is like so unbelievably cold in here compared to like anywhere else.
The sugar shack. Bro, it's getting closer.
Hello?
It's like right above us now.
Sam is freaked the fuck out right now.
Is there something here with us?
It came from the, I thought it came from the left sometimes.
Hello?
Dude, it stopped as soon as we got here.
It might just be coincidence.
It could be.
Either way, that was horrifying. Let's get to this infirmary. Anybody from the psych ward over here that wants to talk to us, we're gonna leave this door open for you. If you would like to communicate with us, just walk through this door and we'll be in the infirmary.
Did you guys hear it?
Mm-hmm.
That was another window noise.
That's not the window though. That's something else.
Made it back to the main section, the infirmary,
Something else.
X-ray table.
I don't know if you felt this too, but it got so much colder.
Wonder
as
if
soon
it
as we came
was.
out here.
Oh my God, yes.
All right, so we got the REM pod set up. We're gonna be using the Ovulus. Oh! Immediately.
Hello? So you want to talk to us? Did you follow us up here?
You see anything on there?
I don't think so.
So you want to talk to us?
Can you make that go off one more time? There it is.
Yo! Did you follow us from the sugar shack? If you did, can you make that light up again? Footsteps. They followed us from the sugar shack.
Music box is going on.
For the people that don't know, the Ovulus is
They
basically a
followed us.
spirit box
It just
without
followed
the
us.
static. So it'll take words that it hears from the frequencies and just display on the screen right here. Are you still here with us from downstairs? Did you follow us here into the X-ray machine?
No way.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for answering us.
Did you come up here to tell us something? Edison. Often. If you like that we're here in your penitentiary, make that REM pod go back off, or give us a sign with our other equipment.
Yo. What just stepped in front?
It's giving you another sign like we asked.
That music box is creepy as
I want to
fuck.
communicate with you.
You don't have to be afraid of us. Can you please step away from that music box?
Malicious. West Virginia State Penitentiary.
Oh my god.
Malicious. I'm gonna see if it's like mountain.
West.
The mound outside.
Moundsville.
Yes.
Hell. Holy fuck.
This is great. Oh my god. That's
we got it right.
to confirm, yes.
I just want to make sure it's not like a piece of dust or something.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was that?
We would love to talk to you. We want to hear about your life. We know you were mistreated here.
I had stood in front of the door.
How was life living in the penitentiary? Did you hate it here?
It's back. Don't be afraid. You can come in.
Come in, little fella.
It doesn't want us to leave.
You want us to stay? The spirits that stay here are trapped.
Yes.
They're trying to keep us here.
The band might have broke.
Secret devil!
What's that say?
Divided.
Divided like the Aryan
Brotherhood.
Secret devil dude.
And look, as soon as that happened, I mean, you could obviously see the light, but the band was just broken. He's freaking out now. Suggest you finish. If you want to talk to us, can you please step away from the music box? I don't get it. We'll turn it on. Won't do anything for so long, and then something stands in front of it.
Yep, and then just won't turn off. Aren't we right above the North Hall, which has all the Satanists and like the pentagrams and stuff?
You're right. We were just in the North Hall area. Oh.
I can't believe this. Everything is working.
Let me recalibrate one more time, see if it happens again. I calibrated that 3 times.
And something's still there.
Who are you? Difficult. Yank?
Yo! Dude, duh. We're in the x-ray room. Like, if anything bad were to happen...
Try religion.
It's like almost telling us maybe to turn to God.
Last chance. If you want to tell us anything, or if you want to tell us to stay, now's your shot. You want us to stay? No. You want us to leave?
Oh my god!
Damn, okay.
Yeah. Safe.
Are we more safe if we
More
leave?
safe if we leave. Maybe this is a warning. I just don't like the fact that something might be staring and like waiting for us.
Yeah. Are you feeling okay?
I'm getting chills and everything right now. Like some weird part of me just wants to go out there in the hallway by myself. I don't know why.
You show yourself to Seth?
I just want to go there by myself. I don't know why.
No, there's voices out here.
Really?
Down this way.
Do run!
Is there anybody down here?
In this fucking psych ward, yo.
Oh god.
That is so scary.
Hello?
Is there any obvious sign you can give us that you're here, besides our equipment? Don't be afraid to make a noise for us. Tap the window or something. What?
Do you see that?
Yes.
There's a fucking shadow figure.
Wait, what?
Dude, do you see it?
It's just a January.
I'm gonna go back to the photo.
Oh my god!
Right there.
Oh my god!
You can even see the legs, dude. There's definitely something there.
That's right, where the music box is going off over there. If you actually got a shadow figure and then that stuff is going off, somebody might just be watching us because
I think someone has to be.
nothing answered us really, besides maybe this.
Whatever it was standing in the door multiple times.
Just like looking at us.
And I think it might be trying to warn us.
Well, should we like invite it down with us? to the
Warn
next
ya.
line?
Sure. Whoever is over here watching, we invite you to come with us. We're gonna go downstairs to solitary confinement. If you'd like to continue our conversation, meet us there.
All right.
Into the dungeon.
Can you make it more dramatic? The dungeon, aka Solitary Confinement Center, where R.D. Wall came down for his last maintenance job.
So guys, if you're watching this right now,
I wanna shank ya.
I wanna fucking shank you and your family.
I don't know if I wanna.
Christ,
Let's
man,
not
I'm
be
going
part of
back.
this goddamn video. Jeez.
Just kidding, but if you don't leave a like on this right now, then we're never investigating again and we're gonna go home, okay? Also, while you're down there liking the video, just subscribe. It takes 2 seconds and it's free and it really just helps us and makes us happy.
Subscribe to Seth.
as well.
I think
Dude,
it's so
that's the
scary
man.
being in a prison, just knowing that your doors might not lock. Like, imagine sleeping here each night just knowing that there was murderers that probably have a key to your door.
Jason and Steve said that they have heard a lot of voices down here, different sort of paranormal activity. This place is very active. So let's set up, maybe we can get contact with RD himself. We have a flashlight up there, cat ball right here, and we're gonna try to use the spirit box as well.
I'm excited to use this actually, because we could be talking to somebody specific. The other places we've been to,
Like, what's causing that? Can you step away, please? 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Can anybody hear me right now?
I don't get it, man. The coincidence of that shit kills me.
No. 20 something.
Hello, does anyone want to talk to us?
It's so faint I can like barely hear it.
Hear me.
Hear me. Were you murdered in this room? Artie Wall, are you down here with us? Is there any sign you can give us? Any noise? Making our REM pod go off again.
What if we retrace his Whoa! Do you want us to stay here with you? Okay, that's a good sign. If you were a prisoner here, can you make that REM pod go off? If you're an inhuman spirit. Oh no. Oh no, secret devil.
Are you the spirit that was trying to warn us about the devil?
We don't like that you said that you might be an inhuman spirit. If you want to talk to us, give us one more sign. If not, we're gonna leave.
Did you try going up to North Alban?
I think so. It's like it just left. It answered the question of its inhuman spirit, and then that was the last thing it said.
Okay.
We made it.
It's creepy how it looks like it's like a light outside.
As we were saying, it's like the worst of the worst. Jason was saying he saw some shadow figures right there in front of us.
Into the hallway. Oh my god, look in there.
Oh my god.
I've seen this.
I was gonna say, like, this looks like it says Leonard Skinner. Yeah, Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle, Stone Walls.
So this person was a rock fan?
Maybe, yeah.
The Reaper is watching you. That's what I remember reading.
The Reaper is watching you.
Ain't life so fucking sweet? Do you think these were prisoners that did this, or
I don't
afterwards?
know.
Why must everything die?
This is just weird.
I am not a ghost. Oh, look, it's a person. It's like a shadow man.
I can't believe there was actual Satan worshippers who were just chilling in here drawing pentagrams. This is Mr. Red Snyder's cell himself.
I actually have a surprise. Maybe something that could help bring him to light. His name's Red Snyder, right? You got the name because he always wore a red beanie.
No way.
Maybe we can wear a red beanie and he'll like us more.
You think I'll like your style?
He'll be like, yo, I fuck with red beanies, so now I fuck with you.
Fuck with red beanie.
Yeah, that's true.
He's gonna think you're imitating him. He's gonna
Good idea though,
He's
shit.
gonna be mad.
I'm hoping for the former. He seems like a nice dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a nice guy. Wait! I have a surprise too.
What? Why are you guys just not telling any of us anything? Everyone's just pulling shit out of nowhere.
What if we play his favorite soap opera as well?
So this Red Snyder guy, he was a menace, but he was really interested in soap operas, specifically called The Days in Our Lives. He's actually
Calling up so surprised.
so interested in this.
No,
Are you fucking kidding me?
We bought the merch for The Days in Our Lives.
Why does like none of us tell each other
That's
about
fucking
any of these
hilarious.
things?
I think this would be the best single trigger object possible. Plus we brought shoes.
Why don't you dress up?
Days of our lives.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
You
That
look
fucking
you
show
listen to 21
sucked.
Pilots.
Dude.
It's beautiful.
Red Snyder. Does this sound familiar?
We just want to talk. If you want to come out and talk to us about your story, about your life, we'd love to communicate with you. You okay?
Yeah, no, I was just looking down there.
We would love to dance with you. If you want to come over here and dance. Guys, this is what it would look like if you danced with me.
I don't want to picture that shit.
Spin him around.
What was that? What was that?
What was that?
I don't know. Okay, should we stop this?
Yeah. What's up, guys? So we just realized what we just did was kind of loud. What we want to do to get back in the zone is actually split up. I know that's like the worst way to die in every scary movie, but if we all go to our own cell down the North Hall, then we can really just be us, the camera, and see what actually happens. Maybe something will be more likely to interact with us.
Fucking days of our lives,
Red
dude.
Snyder wear on. Cell 17 is connected to you because your tattoo is 17. And then maybe you should take the other end of the hall.
Yeah, I can just go down to the furthest end of the North Hall.
I'll be on this one, he'll be in the middle. You go on the way down. Let's do it. Let's make this fast. I would say let's all
You said
meet
I
back
got the
up in
Snyder
10
gear
minutes.
on.
Alright guys, so we're officially splitting up for 10 minutes in the most haunted part of the West Virginia State Penitentiary.
I got my shiv just in case.
Shivs. I have trigger objects over here. Good luck, boys.
Here we go.
Good luck, guys.
I think we're going in the same spot for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really awkward.
Cell 17, here we come.
Oh man, why did we do this whole alone shit?
I feel like me and you are safer than Sam.
Wait, what does that mean?
You're also alone, bro.
What do you? Oh, I'm in this like extra section. This is my worst fear. I have to go into the Red Snyder room. Oh my god. Like, I was just thinking about this. Not only do I have his hat, have his favorite soap opera shirt, I also have a red flashlight, and technically, I am the closest to the Aryan race, which he is part of the Aryan Brotherhood. I think blonde hair, blue eyes, and I think it's some other stuff, whatever. I'm not really too familiar, but I know that.
Going in. Cell 17 is the one with the satanic graffiti. That's pretty awesome. I guess I can just sit here.
Oh my god. Looks like number 2 is the one. We got a scary skull looking guy right here. You know, I'm gonna take it a step further and even shut this if I can. Alright. This says eat ops. Oh wow.
We all have one piece of equipment. I got the K2. Prop that up right there if I can. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, that was weird. Whoa, whoa! It's fucking spiking to red, dude.
You know, I'm gonna try to close this door. I can't. Okay, I'm just gonna put this right here. If you wanna talk, can you please turn off that flashlight real quick? Red Snyder, can you turn off that flashlight?
Even though this was a prison and there was like massive metal walls and stuff like that, you can still hear like most noises outside, which is really creepy. I brought a blue flashlight, so that's sick. My bed's about to fall off. Like, I'm not gonna be surprised if I just collapse here in 2 seconds. Part of this is to just center ourselves again.
That thing's
and
just
really put
leaning.
ourselves in the zone, so I'm gonna take a second just to breathe and focus.
Whoa.
What?
The K2 is spiking to red right in front of me, dude.
Oh, fuck. You feel anything?
Scared.
Red Snyder, I just want to communicate with you. I want to sympathize with this insane prison experience. I know you're not the best man, but getting killed by your best friend is still rough. If you want to talk, feel free to make some kind of sound or turn on this flashlight.
We're here to document and tell your story. I try not to judge people based on religion and stuff like that. Maybe just because you were in prison doesn't mean you were a bad person either.
Or it
If
does.
there's anybody in this cell that wants to talk, wants to make yourself known, it's just me. Obviously, I'm filming this. Just want to show your existence. So if you're not afraid to show yourself to the world, now would be a great time. Why don't you come sit next to me and we can have a conversation for a second?
I'm gonna try going in the dark. If anyone from Red Snyder's gang is here and wants to talk, let me know. Just want to communicate.
Are you still here? Haven't seen the K2 go off in a little bit, and I haven't heard any noises. Oh shit. Okay, he's still here.
Does this mean that you want to talk to me? Red Snyder, is that you?
Get out!
I got a shiv in my
Everyone
hand.
get the
If you
fuck
think you
out.
need this for protection, I'm down to give it to you. Let me know if you want it. Just turn on this light right next to me. Great way to let me know.
If this was a prisoner, can you turn it back off? If this was a guard, or someone who worked at the prison, can you turn that back off?
Turn it back off, please.
Do you like that I'm in your cell? Do you want me to leave your cell? I feel like it's only going off when it is trying to respond to the question that I'm asking, so that kind of scares the shit out of me.
If you are an inhuman spirit, can you turn that flashlight off? Yo, guys.
Yo, are you guys good?
Colby, come here. I was just sitting there talking the entire time or whatever. Nothing's going off, nothing going off. I was like, yo, Red, is this you? Nothing. Prisoner, is this you? Nothing. Worker, is this you? Nothing. And then I say, is this an inhuman spirit? Flashlight. The only response. The entire time. I'm not saying it's 100% fact or proven or anything. I'm just saying, what are the odds that 2 times the only thing that's responding is inhuman
Devil.
spirit? Like a demon or a devil or
Fucking
something
crazy.
like that.
Just some negative energy.
It's some sort of negative energy that was not human.
I mean, to be honest, in my cell, nothing really happened.
K2 doesn't really ever go off, and it was spiking to red the entire time I was in there.
Was the flashlight off when you left?
Yeah.
It's on.
Oh shit! No! Oh my god!
You know how Jason was saying that each cell is like a different rental property or something like that?
Yes.
That means people were spending so much time in their individual cells doing who knows what, that each cell has its own vibe. Like each cell has its own negative or positive energy.
For sure. I don't know how much longer we want to stay if this is like some sort of devilish stuff and not like prisoner stuff.
I mean, dude, we technically only have 45 minutes. If it were up to me, I would say let's try the Estes method because it didn't work downstairs.
Try to get some answers?
Yeah.
Let's do it right here. Because I want to be in the middle of Red Snyder's and this one. Because it seems like the one you were just in right here is one of the most active. We have 2 flashlights, geophone, which is basically EMF and temperature, and then we put a REM pod in Red Snyder's cell over there. You guys ready? Time up.
I'll do it.
Time.
Whoa.
This shit's
Right when I
fucking
said you
nutty.
were going under. Red
That's
Snyder,
just
if you're in the
method.
cell, we're about to try to communicate. If you want to come over here.
That means he went from over there to over here. Let's do it, let's do it.
Hi there.
Hello, it's good to talk to you.
Real good.
No way! Flashlight just went on! Holy shit! Who is this? Can you tell us your name?
Kansas.
Do you recognize us?
How do you know we're from Kansas?
Light went on.
Is that you turning on the flashlights?
Oh my god, there has to be more than one.
I said Kansas, like he knew where we're from.
Or where he's from. The Sally house.
Money.
Are you connected? Free?
Free. That's what they said. They would always say free. Are we talking to an inmate right now? Maybe we're talking to the negative energy.
Maybe an inmate that is worshiping Satan?
Hi.
Hi, yeah, we want to talk to you. Can you tell us your name? My name is Sam. This is Colby and Seth.
Shut up.
Holy shit.
Dude, they both turned on at the same time. Okay, I know you may not want to talk to us and we'll get out of your hair in a second, but can you at least tell us what cell you stayed in while you were here?
Can you give us a number?
Prison.
In the North Hall, did you stay here?
There. Okay.
Send.
You were sent to the North
10.
10.
Sent?
2s and 10s. Sam is going over there right
11.
now. Sam, it just said you, look.
No way. Guess what? 10.
Me! Is it me?
When I said 10,
Sam, but this just turned on to window. I would stay there for 2 seconds.
it's the ghost. The only graffiti in 10 is this outline of a
I am
shadow
not a
man.
ghost.
No fucking
I'm
way.
just a
I don't want to
poster.
do this.
Flashlights are going crazy.
I'm in here. What do you want?
This is a silhouette painted onto a fucking wall.
This sounds like I'm talking to actually like a demon. Dude, it literally sounds like, yeah, this is the big boy. I'm coming in.
Boy,
What do you want to tell us?
stand up.
I'm standing right in front of you.
Flashlights are going crazy over here. This thing Saying two.
To what? What are you?
Social.
Devil? Two devils? Yo, whoa, no. We were already working with one. Like, we already have this fucking, like, attachment or whatever that's from Sally. We're not working with two. I think we should get him out of this.
Should we be afraid of these attachments? If you're following us.
They're fucked.
Bro, no. Seth, do you realize what you just said?
There might be two things following us.
Not only do we have this one attachment, but as of tonight, we might have just started a second one. This number 17 room might actually be a Satanist thing.
Like, you being alone in that room could have started like another attachment. I don't know. We
were trying to learn about this and get better, and I think we just made it worse.
Something could be trying to just scare us too. You never
It
know.
also could, but I don't want to say like, oh, what it could be or what it couldn't be. Whatever it is, could be a second attachment. I don't want to take that risk. We should probably dip.
Well, if there's anything in here that can hear us right now, you do not follow us home. You have no permission.
Stay here. We do not welcome you
dude, that
for
was
talking with
fucking
us,
nuts.
but you must stay here.
You have to stay here. We demand you to stay here. Do not follow us.
Oh, fuck. I just got like a weird chest pain. Not even kidding.
No shot.
Yeah, it feels like a piercing thing, though. All right, guys, it is officially midnight. We're outside of the penitentiary. Look how beautiful this place looks. That was one of the better investigations, I think.
Except we found out we might have two things attached to
So
us.
actually not a
Fuck
good
that, dude.
investigation.
That's
It
no
was a
joke.
scary one.
Hopefully, it was just like an inmate or something like that trying to scare us.
But guys, 300,000 likes and we will go to whatever is a more violent prison. And if you guys want to see other adventures that we went on this trip, go to exploreclub.com.
But we hope you guys are enjoying season 1 so far, and if you are, subscribe while you're at it. It's just gonna keep getting better.
For real, dude.
Subscribe to Seth
We
as
got
well.
dope content.
He might have just got an attachment because of us, so we're trying to pay him back.
Please subscribe.
With that being said, we'll see you guys in the next one. So, adios. We're here back at the hotel, getting changed, and what?
I was changing my shirt and I looked in the mirror and
That's like multiple scares.
Holy shit, dude.
One? Dude, what? There's all the way up here and down there? Even if you were having an itch or something, there's no way.
it's not like burning or anything. I didn't even realize it was there. I didn't feel
No
anything.
shot.
Just all
bro.
those scratch. What the? That's so creepy.
Yeah.
That was completely just like out of the blue.
Dude.
He got his back scratched. Nice comfy back scratch from a ghost. Dude, that was some crazy shit, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, you know. Don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe to your boy. Show some love. Showing love is free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys. These guys are always doing wild shit, man. This shit's dope. But yeah, till next time, guys. Appreciate you. We out of here. Peace.
I ain't fresh off the plane, I check my chains and all my luggage. You think that designer make you different, but it doesn't. You don't know the difference between getting rich and buzzing. Creeping in that Jeep with GR3, yeah, that's my brother. If she think it's something, I can drop her like it's nothing. No, it's fine, I'll find another hoe. That diamond's diamond.